ready? Okay. What is reality? Most people think that reality exists and it's the same for everyone. I'm afraid it isn't. We all create our own reality. All around us there is information. We don't realise how much information there is. In fact, to save us from information overload, we only take in about 5 or 6 items of information at any one time. Now just look around where you are. Look at all the different things that you can see. Look at the colours, shapes, sizes, light and shade, relative positions, movement. Look at all the information you've got there. If you were taking all that in at once, you'd be completely overloaded. And that takes no account of what you hear or what you feel, either in a tactile sense or in the sense of kinesthetics, emotional feeling. We have to reduce all this information so we're not overloaded. And I say we usually focus on about 5 or 6 bits of information at once. So how do we actually deal with this? We deal with it in 3 ways. Certain information we delete. We have our own models of the world, each one of us individually. And if something that we see or experience doesn't fit in with our model of the world, we delete it. It is said that when Columbus's ships approached the West Indies, the native Indians couldn't see the ships because they'd never seen a galleon before, but they could see the wakes that the ships were making in the sea. Similarly, when Darwin went on his expedition in the Beagle, the ship moored in an estuary, and it took the local Indians 3 days to actually see the ship because they'd never seen a large ship like that before. It wasn't within their experience. They deleted it. It raises a question in my mind on the subject of ghosts and the paranormal. I don't know if you've ever seen a ghost. I've seen what I think was a ghost. But a lot of people reject the idea that there is anything other than human life. I don't. I believe that some people are more sensitive and can see these things, but most of us just delete it. Another way that we deal with information is called generalization. We experience something or see something and we relate it to something that we've seen that's been like this before, and we say, well, yeah, okay, this is like that. We generalize the information so that it fits in with our model of the world, with our version of reality. The other way is that we distort things. We might experience something or see something, well, yeah, this is sort of like this experience or that experience. I'm sure it is like that. We might leave a few things out. We might sort of bend reality a bit. We might sort of change our interpretation so that it fits in. We distort what's there. If we're all doing this in our own ways, and we delete, generalize and distort based on our past experiences, it follows that we all have our own individual versions of reality. And this is borne out by the fact that you have several people seeing the same incident, and some might be laughing, others might be crying, others might think it's horrible, others might be totally unmoved by it. We all have our own versions of reality. Now, if you bear this in mind in your interactions with people, that they don't see things and understand things necessarily the way you do, because their past experiences have been different, then that gives you an opportunity to endeavour to understand them better, to be able to take into account different points of view, which you might find to be of benefit to yourself. But it certainly helps you to understand people better, to make allowances, and to come to agreement, to understand more. It's always good, I think, to understand more, because from learning we get benefits. We do things better, we do things differently. we can avoid unpleasant situations and create situations that are a lot more pleasant and productive.